All right, well, a wise bodybuilder once said, quote, "The resistance that you fight physically in the gym and the resistance that you fight in life can only build a stronger character." That was Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? A guy who knows a thing or two about building muscle. But weightlifting, it may seem intense for some of us, but a recent study showing it's really beneficial, a form of exercise later in life. So, of course, we've got Dr. Diana Bittner telling us a little bit more about that. So, first of all, just kind of give us an idea on what this study found and why this is so important.
It was so cool when we found the study. Catherine found the study, actually. But it showed that people, even later in life, between the age of 60 and 70, who did machine-based strength training actually had improved benefit 4 years later. So they did strength training for a year versus endurance training.
Okay.
And again, 4 years later, they even had improved strength.
That's amazing. And I think a lot of times people, there's different benefits of doing different workouts, obviously, throughout the age. But at that age group, strength training is proving, obviously, to be super important. But it can be daunting. And some people may be wondering, okay, I'm going to the gym. What does this mean? How much should I be lifting? What reps and all of that? So what is a good kind of starter plan, I guess?
So a recommendation is 3 times a week, even if you start at, let's say, 10 minutes a time. But the study showed that these people lifted 3 times a week, 3 sets, 6 to 12 reps apiece, and they lifted to failure, meaning at the end of that last rep, they could barely lift. So what that does is it breaks that muscle down further, so then your body, as it repairs, it builds stronger muscle.
Amazing. So it's really not a crazy amount. This is not telling you need to go to the gym every single day.
No.
Doing some of the things that we think of bodybuilders or weightlifters. It's simple grabbing some free weights or the machine, like you said. Is there a benefit between the two? I know that you were talking about machine weightlifting versus free weights. Is there
I like free weights myself. Like there's more core control, that you've got to, but again, it can be a little daunting if you don't have a trainer. I also love the Peloton app. There's lots of suggestions, but there's lots of resources online. So as long as people are doing strength training and increasing muscle.
Yeah, and I know I've had to swallow my pride. I just asked someone, I'm like, hey, am I doing this right?
Exactly.
Because you don't want to get injured either, but
it's so important to have good form. And what it does for us is it helps us, number one, be independent. So many people, we take it for granted to walk through the airport or go to the grocery or carry our groceries home, but so many people, as they get older, they're not able to be independent because they haven't known to increase their muscle mass. But it also helps our insulin resistance. It reduces risk of dementia and heart disease. And it also helps our immune function. So we can fight infection better. We can tolerate, heaven forbid someone gets cancer, they have chemotherapy. They're going to tolerate that treatment and do better than someone who doesn't have muscle mass.
So many different factors.
So many factors.
Yeah, even just daily tasks around the house can
100%.
be way easier, and it helps the mind, of course. We always talk about Jane.
Yes.
So let's talk about how this helped her out.
So Jane was 66, and she was wondering what the best exercise might be. She had just seen her mom have to go into a nursing home, and her mom had such low muscle mass that she couldn't get to the bathroom. She had been in bed for a couple weeks, and just her muscle mass hit that threshold that she couldn't act anymore. And so now Jane was having to do stuff for her mom she never wanted her mom to have to go through. And so she's like, I don't want to do that to my kids. So we recommended that Jane go to a gym. She went to a local gym called Grip, and she did 3 times a week. And in between, she did walking 10,000 steps a day. And even after 2 months, her muscle mass increased, and she was just overjoyed. We have a scale at our office that we actually look at muscle mass and body fat, and it helped Jane a lot, and she felt so empowered.
Yeah, I know. There's a saying, I feel like it's like when you rest, you rust, or something like that.
I love that, yes.
And my mom, says that a lot too. So, just like you said, the walking, the 3 days a week. So real quick, main takeaways on how to get started.
Learn how to do strength training 3 times a week. Don't be intimidated, and just get it done.
All right, awesome. Well, we always appreciate your help, Dr. Bittner, and always good to get those tips and get us ready for our day.